lot of people out here, it still amazes me, they believe the government care about them. What the government wants is slaves.
I don't want to interrupt you. I just want to point out that's not what authority means.
If someone gives, a person can give
voluntary authority is not authority.
No, but that's the point.
It's not.
After Andrew Tate was detained in Romania on suspicion of sex trafficking on Friday, Elon Musk made fun of the influencer and former British kickboxer. But is this really why the Tates have been arrested? When are they going to be released? Or are they ever going to be? Join us as we take a close look at this infamous arrest and how Tech G reacted to Top G's arrest. But before that, make sure to hit subscribe and leave a like to support the channel. It all started when Andrew, the eldest of the Tate brothers, was involved in a verbal altercation with Greta Thunberg, the environmentalist. She allegedly replied to Andrew's insane car collection, which was nothing but gas guzzlers at this point, contributing to a lot of environmental damage. To which Andrew replied, he had 33 cars, and explained further what engines they had. He also sarcastically asked Greta if he could have her email so that he could send his full list of cars and their emissions. To which Greta replied with a rather short reply, which people call the killer comeback. Greta is famous for her thick-skinned personality and her constant layoffs of politicians and celebrities, which lets us know this isn't her first rodeo. Andrew went back at it with another reply thanking her for accepting. Guess who had the last laugh? It definitely was not Andrew. The infamous last tweet from Andrew landed him in big trouble as the Romanian authorities claimed that they've been looking forward to clipping him. And now that he has revealed his location through Pizza Boxes, which was a famous pizzeria in Romania. But it's still a haze when you think about it, since it's already given where he's been living. It's even shown in Google Maps, and it's evidently not a puzzling fact. Tate had attributed to his capture to their agents being sent after him by the Matrix. He and his brother Tristan and 2 other people of Romanian descent are charged with seducing female victims into their group and then compelling them to engage in online sexual activity. Greta Thunberg came back at Andrew saying, "This is what happens if one does not recycle their pizza boxes," which completely flipped the internet inside out in laughter, with many people also acknowledging the pizza box as the real MVP. As of the latest news, it's been reported by the lead of the Washington Post, Sarah Sorsher, that the pizza boxes were not the reason for the Tate's arrest. Furthermore, she added that if proven guilty, they could see themselves behind bars for years. However, that's if they are guilty, as there has not been any valid proof. Tate's fans claim that he's being framed for calling out the system, which refers to the Matrix. She further added that this investigation had already been planned since April of 2022, when a US citizen was allegedly and involuntarily being held captive in Ilfov. But how did Tate get off from the 5-year ban from Twitter so easily? Ironically enough, Elon Musk was the person who lifted the ban on Andrew Tate from Twitter, since the former's recent acquisition of Twitter, only to pounce at him later. Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter, tweeted on November 19th that it was Freedom Friday as he restored accounts for people like Jordan Peterson and Kathy Griffin that had been deleted, who were also controversial figures. Musk also reinstated Donald Trump's account during that weekend, furthermore updating the Twitter policy for the freedom of speech and not reach. Tate's Twitter is still active, despite the fact that he's being held in Romania with more than 4.5 million people following him. Tate tweeted shortly after returning to the platform, "I am a top G, but Elon Musk is top E." The CEO clapped back at Andrew out of nowhere, saying Greta is cool and that he should have made pizza at home. If this isn't a handicap, then I don't know what is. Jerry's Pizza, the company that was mentioned in the famous video, had a little fun of their own and shared a cheeky tweet by taking a dig. The caption of the picture read, "The reason we are the most wanted pizza." Additionally, they skillfully molded the S in their tagline, "We got taste." Tate frequently talks about how he believes he's living in a matrix on TikTok and YouTube. Musk tweeted a meme featuring a picture of Keanu Reeves from the movie on Friday, following the former's arrest. Before we get into the wicked past of the Tates, be sure to leave a like to support the channel. His past behavior leaves a trail that demonstrates the harm that toxic masculinity, particularly towards adolescents, has caused. Andrew Tate gained fame in 2016 when he participated in Channel 5 Big Brother, but he would go on to become the first contestant to be kicked off the reality TV program due to videos showing him beating a woman with a belt and later asking another contestant how many bruises she had. The ex-kickboxer claimed that the video was a consensual BDSM bondage, discipline, sadism, and masochism play, despite the fact that he had already made it onto the Big Brother's channel's notorious list and began to establish himself there. In one particularly incredible social media rant, Tate argued that women must bear some responsibility if they put themselves in a position to be raped. We might have believed Tate was telling the truth about the BDSM play, but seeing the same misogynistic overtones in his comments and subsequent actions just confirms the dark, corrupt side of Andrew Tate. He advised men who were being accused of cheating on their girlfriends to pull out the machete, boom the woman in the face, and grab her by the neck. Sadly, his expulsion from the Big Brother program and his allegedly disturbing remarks increased his popularity. His following increased exponentially as a result of the manipulation of his controversial videos by social media algorithms and his mostly teenage boy social media fans. He was the most popular man at the time with 12.7 billion views and more Google searches than Donald Trump and Kim Kardashian combined. Tate's influence on social media lines is still a problem, despite attempts to limit it. All the major social media platforms expelled Andrew Tate from spreading any more toxicity, but this had little effect on his influence there as before. We now know there was a reason why Andrew Tate was banned from Twitter in the first place, and he has earned himself a few ardent soldiers who kept his popularity fire burning long after he was banned. Do we really believe Elon Musk ought to have permitted him to re-enter the platform? You see, a search on the website revealed at least 20 fan accounts with more than 10,000 followers devoted to disseminating Tate videos just a few days after his expulsion from TikTok. Despite this, Tate's fame doesn't seem to benefit the world in any positive way. Many opinions contend that this toxic male influencer, who's to blame for the rise in boys' sexual assaults against girls, is of particular concern to Australian teachers. If you believe that Australia is the only affected country, you must be mistaken. Teachers in Britain acknowledged that teenage girls also spoke to Andrew Tate, though young boys appeared to have the most influence. One girl's comment that Andrew Tate made my boyfriend hate me sums up the opinions of most teenage girls about Tate. This just brings to light the fact the amount of influence he has over the young people of tomorrow. His Hustlers University is the core of his toxic masculinity cult, community where I and a dozen of war room soldiers will teach you exactly how to make money. He boasts of his institutions. Nearly 130,000 people attend Hustler University, the majority of whom are British schoolboys paying a monthly fee of €39 to learn copywriting, e-commerce, and cryptocurrency trading. There are many other comments that express his position very well. If you thought his previous remark was a slip of the tongue, the following remark will show you that he truly meant what he said. Another specific one was when he said, "My sister is the property of her husband." But much to the media's delight, according to their attorney, Eugene Vidiniak, internet personality Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan will remain in Romanian custody for at least the ensuing month. He told Reuters that, from our perspective, there are no grounds for taking this most drastic preventative measure, but it's the judge's prerogative. But as of now, every coin has two sides, and the story regarding Andrew Tate should be taken with a grain of salt. What do you think of the Tate brothers? Do you think they're calling out the true evil? Do you think their misogynistic remarks are baseless allegations? Let us know in the comments below. And that's a wrap. Make sure to hit subscribe to get up to speed on content like this and never miss out.